Okay, cool. Hey, my boy. Travis.
Yeah, so you mentioned like when you're creating kind of so when you're creating something, where do you normally start? Do you normally start with the character, do you start with the story, or do you start with the world?
So I always start with an ending. That's just me personally. As I said, creative process is like a fingerprint, no two are the same. All right? So I start with the ending. Every series I did from Mega Woman, GPT, and especially the antagonist, I know exactly how our main series of the antagonist is going to end. And from there, it tells me how the beginning needs to be set up, how the character needs to be set up, how the middle needs to be set up, the pace, more importantly, and then the world around it. So I always start with the beginning, the end, and I just kind of write backwards. But more importantly, character. Character. There's a lot of guys on that floor right now who have set up a booth, and there's no quality there. They put a concept together, they found an artist, and they put something together. Your characters are what's going to sell your comic book, hands down. I don't care what political agenda you are, I don't care who you are, what you identify as. We all read with our eyes, and whatever we're watching on TV right now, whatever we're reading, whatever celebrity we like, whatever our interest, it's character driven. So I get a lot of people that I mentor and create, and the characters are just not there. They're not flawed, they're not real. Relatability. One of the things what Stan Lee did with Spider-Man, that he despised Superman. I love Superman, but Stan Lee didn't like Superman because he was just too far out from the everyday person, from the average person. And what Spider-Man brought was humanity, flawed. You know, he had to work, he had to go to school, he lost his parents, he had to take care of his aunt sometimes, he could die, he lost loved ones. So make your character as relatable as possible. You have to have flaws. So that's what's going to sell.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to say that, so when I first started writing and I would hear that, I would sort of get like, well, how do I do that? How do I do that? And I think a key to remember is that that doesn't happen overnight. That doesn't happen on the first draft. That doesn't happen on the second draft. I was working with a producer on a TV show. We went through 8 drafts, and we still have more drafts to go. You know, if you look up your favorite writer, they write 75 drafts of that novel. They write 100 drafts of that TV show. So you can do it. It's just going to take you, if it doesn't happen as soon as you write, that's okay. Just keep putting in that work, and draft after draft after draft, you'll get there.
Yeah, I think for me it's figuring out the character and what they want and then not giving it to them.
Yes.
Or like raising the stakes. Like my next book is about a retiring assassin who falls in love with this guy, and she's basically like, I'm gonna ride off into the sunset with this guy, and she finds out her final hit is the guy, and she has to decide, like, is she going to, you know, kill this man she's in love with, or is she gonna like kill these other assassins before they get there first? She chooses to kill the other assassins. It's called Killer Bee, because her name's Bianca. But yeah, thank you. But yeah, just kind of finding ways to just raise the stakes. Like this other book I'm doing, you know, Nightmare in Newark, it's about a girl coming out to her family on Thanksgiving, and she's really nervous about it. And in the middle of her coming out to her family, an alien invasion like erupts in her town in Newark, New Jersey. So she just has to like survive this alien invasion and still come out to her family. So she's dealing with 2 scary things. So it's just finding out like the emotional stakes and how that particular character will react to it.
Echoing what David said and trying to, I guess, what I was thinking when he was saying that, which might simplify it for you, your character's motivation. Like a lot of times, or early on when I was writing, I would just be more so executing a fun idea I had and just having fun writing, and then I realized, well, all my characters sound the same. I'm not sure if you ever had that issue where it's like if you put them all behind a dark, a wall. Okay, if you couldn't see them, can you tell who they are without seeing their face? And that really comes back to what drives that character. So when trying to create a character, definitely take into account everything these guys said. But I would think if you want to simplify it, just figure out, well, what's their motivation? Well, their motivation is that they're, gay and they want to, you know, be free about who they are. Their motivation is that they're, like my character, they're stuck in the system and they want to explore other things, you know, like, or it's like the character wants to be cool and they'll do whatever it takes to be cool, you know, or they want to be rich, they'll do whatever it takes to be rich, you know. So I think a good idea is just simplifying it down to what's their motivation.
Come on, Benny, man. The kid is a L7 weenie.